bit just so you guys can hear me a lot clearer. How are you guys doing? Hola, papito. What's up? Belinge, Regina, Houston XOXO. Oh my God. Hello. What's up, Mel? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? I'm doing amazing. Hopefully you guys are doing amazing too. We about to start answering these questions again. It's that time of the week. Honestly, I actually thought today was Wednesday for some reason. Hola, corazón de melón. What's up, Phil? How are you? Bebita, Lex, how are you? ¿Cómo estás? Hey, cutie. What's up, Jess? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? I'm doing amazing. Hopefully you guys are doing great. I'm excited to start answering some of these questions because I know you guys love them. I love the hack. Hey, baby mama connoisseur. Link in the bio if you guys want to check it out. I love listening to your videos on my drive home. Hey, what's up, Milf and Cookies? Do you have a podcast? I do have a podcast. Link is in the bio. It's called Uncomfortable Combos. And we talk about a lot about just the stuff that you see like on the TikToks, but just in longer form. So definitely go check it out. Link is in the bio. New episodes every week. So I think you guys would really love it. And then this past episode I did was why dating sucks in 2025. So if you've been having a horrible time dating this year or last year too, definitely check it out. Link is in the bio. Video versions are on Spotify and YouTube or any audio platform you can listen to us. Wait, so we're just gonna bypass the hat? Hey, baby mama connoisseur girl, what's up? You know the vibes. Love all the hats. I actually sell these. This one, I know if you've seen this one and professional cheek clapper. Shout out to the people who have bought some of the merch. This is actually one of my shirts too. Link is in the bio if you guys want to check them out. You don't have to. It's just if you guys want to. I always give the option. People ask me for merch all the time, so it's there if you guys want something. If not, then it's cool. As long as you guys like my videos and share the videos, that means the world to me. That's enough for me. Just like the videos and share the videos, and that means the world to me. And there's some people that want to continue supporting your boy and want to buy some stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. So link is in the bio if you guys definitely want to check that stuff out. Edgar, you're luscious. Well, thank you, girl. I appreciate you. We're going to start answering these questions. Also, I announced over on my IG, I don't know if you guys saw, that I actually need to put that thing on here as well. My new business that I'm starting is Naughty Science. Okay, if you guys click on the link on the bio, go follow Naughty Science. It takes you to the website. So we're gonna be selling science tools if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Okay, so that's gonna be May 1st is when I'm gonna open the store for that. And my goal with that is hopefully to get guys to be comfortable with buying, these tools for them and their girl, and not be afraid to use them. So if it comes from me, then I think it's gonna this guy implements it in his stuff. Okay, cool. Maybe they'll feel a little bit more comfortable purchasing something like that for their girl, or you know what I mean. So Naughty Science is what it's called. If you sign up on the website right before the grand opening, you're gonna get a discount code. Only if you signed up beforehand. Okay, if you didn't sign up beforehand, you're not gonna get that discount code. And so just FYI, all you have to do is go in there, put your email, and then guess what? Right before the grand opening on May 1st, you'll get a discount code that you can use on the website. So single since December, so leery to date. Hey, I feel you. Sorry, I missed a bunch of comments just now. I was trying to give my spiel, okay? Leave me alone, okay? All right, hold on. Let me make sure. Over here it says my audio is peaking a little bit, so let me turn it down a little bit because I don't want it to be too loud when when I post it on YouTube. So, good evening from Toronto. Can you please read my question? Thanks. I love your content. Hey, I'll try to get to it. Daisy, ¿cómo estás? Thank you. Love that. Hey, thank you guys for everybody who signed up. There's a shit ton of people who signed up and followed the Instagram page. I'm going to make some cool content for that Instagram page. So definitely, if you haven't followed it on Instagram, it's naughty_science tools. So definitely follow that. I'm going to post it on here so I can post it for you guys. You guys can see what it looks like. But if you guys click the link in the bio, you guys can definitely join and get a discount when it first releases. So anyways, we're going to get into the questions. I know you guys are excited for those. I still got a shit ton of questions. If I miss your, or if you miss your question and you think I answered it already, the questions, these lives, I always post them on YouTube. Just the ones where I do the questions. So if you guys want to go to the YouTube, check it out there. Maybe you missed it. So, all right, let's get into it. Got my drink. All right. First question. How do I make my husband understand that I want him to treat me like a in the bedroom and a princess everywhere else? Girl, you're gonna have to tell him straight up how you feel, like what you need from him. Like that's the only way they're gonna learn, and tell him, or you might have to show him, maybe slap him a little bit, like I don't know, slap him a little bit, throw him around. Cause shout out to I told this before. I had a one-on-one session with this one girl, and she wanted that from her man, and she just told him what she wanted, and straight up told him, "Hey, this is what I need you to do for me." And then the next day, guess what she did? She sent me a message saying that she got what she wanted. She was bruised up, and she's like, "There's nothing wrong with being bruised up." She's like, "I got what I wanted. He threw me around. He hand necklaces, threw me on the bed, flipped me like a pancake." So. That's what I'm saying. You have to communicate with them. And if you communicate with them and they still don't do it, this person might not be the person for you, because if they're not matching your intimacy level, they're not going to get better. Like out of nowhere, they're just not going to be like change, right? So if they don't try to change in the beginning, if they're vanilla early on, they're going to be vanilla like later on if you don't tell them anything. Sometimes they just need to be told what you like. Absolutely, because sometimes some guys are they're freaks. They just don't want to like do something, and then because in their head they're gonna be like, oh, she's gonna think I'm a freak. She's not gonna, she's gonna think I'm weird or something like that. So just go ahead and communicate with them. So Edgar, I think live is not working. Is the IG not working? Is anyone else having trouble on the IG? Because on here it says I'm connected to both. Teach them what you like. I need that. Before I keep going, I just want to see what IG says. What is IG saying? Is IG working? We good on IG? Give me a thumbs up. Give me something. In fact, then the men are not boys. I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Exactly. Then sometimes reassurance, and then bam, they put you down. That's what I'm saying, girl. Throw them around, hair pulling. And that's why, also something that I really wanted to put on this on my website is restraints, because I like to put a girl in a restraining, and then just have my way with her. Gonna be available on there as well, like different types too. So if that's what you're into, like myself, you're gonna love what's on there. All right, next question. Been on and off with this guy for about 4 months when we were together, all lovey-dovey and shit, and the next I don't hear from him. We only F twice at this point. I feel used. He's 31, I'm 30. What do you think about this? Keep me anonymous. I think he got what he wanted, went back for seconds, and then guess what? He was just like, all right, I'm out, right? And sometimes that's why you have to be careful in the beginning. Don't hook up super fast if you don't want them just to be there for that, because again, if you hook up on the first date and that's all they wanted, they're gonna dip out. But that's if that's all they wanted, and it kind of sounds like he just wanted to hook up, came back for seconds, and then he was just like, all right, I'm out this bitch. Basically what happened there. That's why next time if something like this happens, maybe make them wait a little bit longer, because somebody who is actually into you is willing to wait a little bit, you know what I mean? They're willing to, put in some work, put in some effort to get that cookie. But again, take it with their grain of salt, because some people are in it for the long haul. You'll make them wait, and then as soon as they get it, then they're out. And you just never know. That's why I'm there's no real way to tell. Just pay attention to how he is towards you, and trust your gut feeling. Okay, so trust your gut feeling at the end of the day. All right, next question. My coworker and I have been hooking up during our breaks in the parking lot. Parking lot. I love giving him and having him. My favorite is when he replies on the radio and I'm sucking him off. Girl. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing, girl. But I'm just saying, if the manager or the person in charge walks by, then guess what? You're gonna be in some trouble. I'll tell you that right now. And I always say, I've said it before, never shit where you eat, because what happens as soon as you guys stop hooking up? It's gonna be awkward. Maybe you guys can get away with it not being awkward at work or anything like that, but so. It's a little difficult. Cassie, ¿cómo estás? How are you? So it's a little difficult, right? But it kind of sounds like you guys are just there to have fun. And if you guys are just there to have fun, then go for it. If you want to be going down on him during the parking lot on your guys' lunch hour, and while he's on the, hey, yep, go ahead, pull around back, while she's just gagging on it, okay, go for it. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, more power to you. I think that shit would be hot too. Or what happens when they get restraining orders? Restraining orders, avoid them. If they have a restraining order, it means don't go around them. You know, there's a difference between restraints and restraining orders, okay? On my website, I'm going to have restraints, not restraining orders, okay? All right, next question. Hello, okay, I've been with my sneaky link for almost 2 years. I'm 41, he's 31. You think it might work in the future? We're both single, but my ex is trying to win me back. I don't know what to do. This one is difficult because that's just your sneaky link, okay? Who knows what if your sneaky link is not catching feelings? You guys have been together for 2 years and not an actual relationship. And again, your ex trying to win you back. Remember why you guys broke up in the first time. Is it going to work out the second time? I'll tell you this right now. Most of the time, it's a higher percentage that it does not work. Okay, you can go back and try to make it work to see what happens. There's some people who've gone back to their ex and it's worked out. Yeah, absolutely. Has it ever worked out for me? Fuck no. Has it worked out for a lot of people I know? Fuck no. Has it worked out for some people? Yeah, of course. They come. There's here and there that works out, but they eventually end up breaking up again, and eventually end up like being single again. So also remember why you guys broke up. Was it because he treated you like crap? Was it because he cheated on you? Like, was it all like, what was it? You know, because they might do the same thing again. They win you back, and then guess what? If they cheated on you, then guess what? They're just like, this is what I had to do, and then I got back with her. So, again, I never go back to exes. I've tried it before. That's why I say, like, I never say it just because, I've never done it. I just don't do it because I've done it before, and it's never worked out. Barbie, ¿cómo estás? First time here. Welcome, girl. Welcome to these crazy lives of mine. So, if you go back to an ex, just know it may not work out, and you might waste more time trying to do that. So, all right, next question. We started off hot and heavy, which fizzled out. Normal, okay, but it's 5 times a year now. Found out he likes to watch and masturbate. Says he, because of work, etc., he's tired. Prefers that he is not much work, anything else but good. This is a big problem for me. Thinking of leaving. Thoughts. See, and this is. He would much rather watch these online videos than be with you. Like, he literally has it in real life in front of you, and he's choosing to watch these online videos. It could mean that he's gotten bored of you, maybe somebody else. He's been addicted to these videos way too much. And if you communicated it to him, you need to give him like an ultimatum. And if you give him an ultimatum and he doesn't follow through, then guess what, girl? You're going to have to make that tough decision, because if you told him what you wanted and he didn't make it happen, then guess what? Because it's only going to get worse and worse. How much more time are you going to waste with this person that's not trying to, throw you around, give you hand necklaces, leave bruises on you, the good bruises, right? So, like, if you've done that, it's only going to lead to you cheating. Like, let's be honest. And who knows? Maybe he's cheating right now. You just don't know. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying it could be an option, too, that he's getting it from somewhere else, so he doesn't need it from you. So if you communicated it to him, he doesn't do anything about it, probably that time to make that decision. Hey, thank you, Cynthia, for all the gifts. I see you, girl. She's over here trying to get them cheeks clap. I see you, girl. Priscilla, ¿cómo estás? How are you? All right, next question. I was dating a 23-year-old. I'm 35. We agreed just to S because he wasn't ready to commit, and I understood. Months passed by, and he says we can no longer see each other since all we do is S. He knew I wanted commitment, then says I didn't want anything but S. My gut tells me he found somebody else. Oh, he absolutely found somebody else, and he's not gonna. Like, he's gonna blame it on something else. He's never gonna be like, I'm just not really into you. I was just there for that. He's obviously shifting the blame to you. He's telling you, hey, like, it's because of you. That's all you want is S. You don't want me for me. But clearly you guys talked about that in the beginning, and now he flipped it on you? Come on, girl. He's looking for a reason to. He's trying to flip it on you. It's giving me narcissistic vibes. That's what it's giving me. And he's super young, girl. That's what you get too. You get for messing around with somebody who's super young. Of course they're gonna be immature. Of course they're gonna be doing stuff like that. Maybe he found somebody that's closer in his age, and he just like, all right, I was there to hook up. Now I'm over here with this other person. So I'm pretty sure they found somebody else. Or again, if he was just a sneaky link, he was probably with somebody already, and then you might have been the side piece too. You never know. So just move on, girl. Take your losses, and just know in the future, maybe not date a younger guy. You know, like be careful. Maybe if you're just looking to have fun once or twice and then dip out. You know. So, all right. Next question. I slept with a new person for the first time in 15 years. He told me after we had S, I have a gun, and he hasn't had anything like that in a long time, and I just can't wait to see me again. Is he just saying that to get more? Also, does that mean he liked it, or how it felt inside? Does the movement make it good? Girl, do you really think that he's going to tell you it sucked, it didn't feel great? None of that. Of course it feels amazing. Like, the fuck? Of course, he should be telling you that stuff. And of course he wants more, but I think it's more of the experience where you throwing it back. You know what I mean? Because there's some girls who just like, when you put them on all fours, they just like sit there. And then there's some girls who like throw that shit back. They're like, you know, they do some things, right? And so that's what I mean. Like maybe you had a little bit, gave him a better experience overall, did a little bit more freakier stuff, and so that's why he's just like this P was on a whole different level, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm sure the cat is great. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's great, nice and wet, okay? But yeah, it's just a little like flirting with you. He's into you. It's nothing bad. I'm not saying it's nothing bad. So he's just flirting with you a little bit. He wants to get some more of it. So some girls can ride that cat. That's what I'm saying, girl. That's what I'm saying. Like when they do when they throw it back, and then like, or like when you're like, they're standing up and then you like insert it and they start twerking on it. Girl, need a drink for that one. Next question. Hold on, what did she say? Especially when the girl says spank me but harder. Oh yeah. Yeah, like when you hit them hard and they're like harder, and you're like, damn, girl, I thought that was hard, but bah, you know? All right, next question. Weird experience, okay? First time here, or for me, how should I feel? I kind of like going down on the guy random, and then I thought he was about to, and all I realized he was decided to feel a kink, and he in my mouth, girl, I mean. Super freak, she's super freaky. She's a super freak, I mean, it's not a super freak for you because obviously you were not expecting for him to, you know, give you the golden shower in the mouth. I'm hoping you didn't go back to this person because that's kind of fucked up on his end. That's not something that was not communicated with you. That's like if you had him laying down and you're just like all of a sudden took a big one on his chest, how would he feel about it, you know? Maybe if he liked to do that in your mouth, maybe he would turn him on. So bad example, but you know what I'm talking about. That's something that should have been communicated, because what else is he gonna do? You know, what else? Like, what's next? Is he gonna try to do something to hurt you in a different way? Is he gonna try one of his other kinks? Because I think that's a little messed up on his end. You know what I mean? Like something like that, especially that. You got to be communicated with your partner, because not everybody's gonna like that, you know. And not Schmitty says poop in my mouth. See, like people are different, and I'm sure he's playing because hell no. But I think feeling weird about it, maybe even disrespected about it, maybe even angry about it, because I would have been pretty pissed, you know? Like, you think they're gonna finish and you're ready for it, and all of a sudden you're like, this is tastes kind of funky. Why is there a lot coming out? Like, why isn't it stopping? So I would not go back to that person, because if they were able to do that, what else are they going to do without telling you, you know? Because that's pretty intense that he did without telling you. Like, that's something you definitely need to communicate with the person before doing something like that, return it to hi from Miami. What's up, Maggie? ¿Cómo estás? I love that dance clip. I laugh every time. Gracias. I appreciate you. All right, next question. Hey, like, if you're gonna finish in their mouth like that, if you're gonna, go number one, communicate that first, please. Absolutely love giving. Oh, absolutely love giving. And guys always tell me I'm the best they've ever had, but it's just something all men tell women just to keep getting it. Yeah. Maybe it is. Like, that's why it's hard, because they're not going to say, hey, you suck, right? Because then you're going to be like, well, I ain't going to do it no more, right? It's also, like, earlier, like, it could be dirty talk. And if he says it, then obviously he's enjoying it. He's enjoying it, and just keep doing what you're doing. But I just hope that, kind of like I tell you ladies, is not to lie. Like, oh, hey, I love it when you do this. Hey, I love it when you do this. That way they're like, oh yeah, because I like feedback from a girl, meaning like, what did you enjoy? Hey, like, I'm going to make a survey eventually. Be like, what did you enjoy? Did you like this? Where can I improve on? Because like the video that I posted earlier, like I love giving a girl the best experience possible. I like to know what positions they like, what they don't like, what they like to do, what are some of their like freaky things they like to do, because I'm trying to give this person an overall great experience, right? Because if they have an overall great experience, then guess what? They're just going to turn into super freaks for you. So that's why, like, if I did something wrong, she'd be like, I would hope somebody's like, hey, like, I really don't like that you do this, right? And I'd be like, all right, cool, my bad, girl. Like, how can I help you? How can I do it better for you? So, because I'm that type of person, I like to improve and ultimately satisfy all around, right? So, bring it. I'm open to it. Say less, girl. What's up? All right, next question. This is a follow on the message saying that my girl doesn't want to have S because she puts her kids as an excuse. We currently live in a one bedroom because I lost my apartment and had to move in with her at her mom's. She doesn't try to have S or try to go anywhere to have it. She says she's always, oh, girl. I mean, bro, because obviously it's from a guy. The same thing, like, it could be she's getting it from somebody else. Maybe she's already checked out of the relationship. Maybe she's not into you anymore. Because even if you had to move back in with her parents, your parents, whatever, they should still want to do it. Like, there's ways to be able to do it, right? Them not wanting to do it, using the tired excuse. Girls do it too. They use the tired excuse because maybe they're not into it anymore. Maybe they're just not into you anymore. Maybe they don't enjoy how you give it to her too. Like, have you ever tried learning what they like, in the bedroom? Have they ever told you, hey, I want you to do this, but you never do that? So there's a lot of different factors that can go into it. Me just saying, oh, she's not interested in you. Maybe it could be that, but it could be deeper than that too. This is something that you need to talk to her about, because maybe I'm pretty sure most girls will tell you what's wrong, right? Like, hey, this is what happened. Hey, or like, this is why, or I'm just not into you. And just know, if you bring up that conversation with that person and they hit you with the, hey, I'm just not into this anymore, because for example, there's this guy that I know. He said their relationship was going great and everything, like everything was copacetic, and then out of nowhere he was super upset. Come to find out, his wife asked for a divorce. You know what I mean? So like, this is why like communication is huge, because if the girl's really, if I'm with a girl and she's not really feeling the whole relationship, tell me, right? Like, what the fuck, like, am I wasting my time here for? And so I'm glad she told him that she wanted a divorce, because I didn't dig into it. Not my, like, I'm not gonna dig and try to get like some information out of him, but this is why, like, healthy communication, because maybe this divorce could have been prevented too. You never know. Like, the divorce could have been prevented if there was a little bit more communication. Because if she hit him with the divorce out of nowhere and he completely got blindsided by it, then the signs are always there. People just don't want to see it, and that's why, like, also, I hate it when some of you girls do it, and I'm sure guys do it too. But when there's a problem, but you just don't tell me what the problem is. It's like, tell me what the fuck. I'd be like, what's bugging you? Be all upset, and I'm just, what the fuck, right? Edgar, your mouth is very sexy. Hey, thank you, gracias. I appreciate you. You should see how like it eats the cat. That's amazing. All right, next question. How can I kindly tell this dude he's low-key trying hard and sometimes says things that give me the ick? Getting to know someone as an adult is hard. Help a girl out. Girl, if she's giving you, or if he's giving you the ick now, if little things like that are bugging you now, girl, it might be a little bit more of a problem later on, because it's not like those ick things are gonna stop. Like now it's just like why did he say that? And then later you're gonna be like, stop fucking saying that. That shit's stupid. Take that as a sign, girl. This might not be the guy for you, because I wouldn't want a girl to change the way I talk. I've talked about it. I think it was on the podcast where I said that my first ex, or like serious relationship, I had exes before, like kind of, but my first serious relationship, she started changing like the way I was talking to acting around people, because like it was like not the way, or she wanted me, right? And I slowly started becoming less and less of me, and like I would just be like not fun Edgar, outgoing how he normally is, because of that. And until like finally I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna be me. And then people clearly could see when I got out of a relationship, right? So because I couldn't be me, and it really didn't, like, I just became a shell, right? And that's why I'm saying that's where it starts. Like if it's the ick, you tell him something, maybe he changes. You gotta let him be how he is. Like, and if that bothers you, it's gonna bother you later on. Like it's gonna be worse later on. So I would definitely, like, if you're not really feeling some of the things he's saying or doing, try somebody else, right? Like, you never know. All right, next question. Why does he still do nice gestures? We're not even together, but his weekend, he brought roses to my daughters and me. He says he loves me, but doesn't want to get married. Oh, girl, he's trying to keep you there, girl. If he doesn't want to get married, pay attention to that. Like, he's trying to do whatever he can to keep you there, but he doesn't want to get married with you, clearly says a lot. And also, if he said that he doesn't plan on getting married, that's not your person. You know, because if he says, I don't see myself getting married, and you want to get married, that's not your person right there. You need to go find the person that actually wants to commit to you, is looking to get married with somebody. Because if he's doing all this stuff just to win you back a little bit, you know, and then still be around, still mess around with you, but he's not willing to go like full on marriage, commit to you, girl, that's a red flag right there. You know, you want to force him into marriage? Is that what you're trying to do? Because yeah, you can force him into a marriage, but doesn't mean that he's actually going to be married, if that makes sense. You know, he's going to be single married. So I would, if you have to force it and you're looking for marriage, girl, he might be the wrong one. And I get it. Like, you may had a past with them, but it kind of sounds like you need to let him go, because if he's not going to give you that marriage that you're looking for, and if that's what you want, there's nothing wrong with wanting that. But if he can't give you that, he's not the one, girl. Not the one. Hey, gracias, Scorpio. Hey, shout out to everyone who giving me gifts on the TikTok. I appreciate you. I know I'm missing a lot of these, but hey, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Oh my God, I'm the beginning of the live. What's up, girl? How are you? All right, next question. My dirty little kink is being as sloppy as I can when I give a man, and just love giving him, making eye contact too is great. Also love a little tease, turns me on when I can do this to you, Poppy. Oh, girl. Whenever you want, girl. You know we do stuff for science here. You know we do stuff for science over here. Okay? That's why my new store is called Naughty Science. You know, we're going to be doing a lot of science experiments over there. And if you're willing, like, I'm willing to try this out. You're claiming it's great, sloppy. I'll be the judge of that, girl, okay? Like, don't be saying it's sloppy. Like, don't be putting a self-title on yourself. Don't self-title yourself, okay? I have to put that title on there. And there's only one way to put that title on there, is to experience this. But see, I love that you comment that, because that personally, that's what I like. You know, I like it when a girl gets sloppy. I like it when she's like, it's all over, she's spitting, she's doing all this stuff and looking at me. Girl, Have you ever seen that scene from what's it called? Scary Movie, where he tells her to like play with him to warm up. Yeah, that's so of course, and that's why I say I'm a very visual person. I like to see things. You know, I like to see the lips around it, stuff like that, looking at me, you going crazy with it. Like I love to see all that. That's why like I don't like doing it in the dark. Like I'm not saying like let's light this bitch up, right? I'm just saying, hey, like let's have some lights on. You know, this is hot. This, come prove it. You come prove it. Why do I gotta go over there, huh? I love when I'm being watched too. Ooh, say less, girl. Say less. You know what was the hottest thing that I've done? That shit was hot, top tier. I failed at science, so I need another semester. What's up, girl? Pretty soon, May 1st, the science experiments begin. Link is in the bio. Naughty Science. The hottest thing that I experienced when a girl was going down on me, right? Like this shit was hot. There was a mirror right in front of us, right? She's on her knees going down. I'm looking in the mirror, like I can see her booty right in the mirror. So that's how we're facing, right? And then all of a sudden she just reaches around and she just like starts playing with herself, and I can see her playing. That shit was hot. That shit was hot, and then luckily there was a little couch right behind there. And so like I laid down, and then I could see it even more. Her like, doing her thing, like while she's going down on. That's what I'm saying. Very visual person over here. So definitely don't be afraid. Like have those lights a little on, right? And especially for guys, a lot of guys are very visual. They like to see like everything going in and out and stuff like that, right? That's just me, right? So especially when you know he's enjoying. I was enjoying the shit out of that. All right, next question. What's your opinion on a guy having a female vibe, and plus he likes the back door a lot? I mean, this one's kind of hard because there's nothing wrong with the guy having some toys for his partner. Like say for example, I'm with one of you guys and I bought some toys just to have, so like when you come over. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that, because that's what I'm trying to encourage. That's why I started the store, is because I'm trying to encourage guys to buy some of this stuff for like to use with their partner, because there's nothing wrong. Some guys are intimidated buying some toys to use with their partner, and I'm trying to show, hey, no, it's cool. I do it. It's cool. Like they love it. Trust me. Now the pocket thing. I mean, would you rather have him using that, or like looking for another girl? Like sometimes, like if he's doing it with the pocket thing, or would you want him being like doing it with another girl? Because maybe he just likes the feeling of it going in for some reason, right? I'm just saying, like I don't know him. I'm just giving things like some examples. Now the back door. His back door or your back door, because if he likes doing it in your back door, no, that doesn't, because for example, like I've done it with girls in the back door. I'm not thinking of doing it with a guy. I'm thinking of doing it with her, like a girl. Okay. That's why I'm like, it's not, I don't think it's gay. Especially like only if you're because I think of doing it with a girl. I've never been like, oh, I wish this was a dude. No. Like it's just something that I've said it before. Like if the booty's on the buffet line, I'm gonna put some on my plate. If the girl says no, it's not on the buffet line, then guess what? We ain't doing it, right? So that's why I say like there's nothing wrong as long as you're doing it with the girl, right? Like that's it. But if you're doing it in his back door, that's a little different. That's a little different. You might want to question that a little bit, or done to you. No, absolutely. There is nobody going in this back door. I'll tell you this right now. You will get karate chopped. You will probably get like drop kicked or something, because you ain't getting no. If I feel like you're even getting close, I'm grabbing your head. Like you ain't gonna stick no finger in there. I'll tell you that right now. because I've never like it. Just to me, it's not really nothing goes in me. I always say that nothing goes in me. Okay, and not even the tongue goes around it. Not even some kisses. But that's just me. But I'll go around yours. Nothing wrong with that. Like I'll go, do my thing. But going around mine, I'm good on that one. That one, Daisy is not on the buffet line. All right, next question. I love watching the person I love watching the person I'm enjoying themselves. Back shots in front of a mirror while wearing his hand necklaces and watching him slide in and out of me. Girl. You know we love that. You know we love that. That's what I'm saying. If you don't have a mirror in your room, you are missing out. And if he has a mirror in his room, he is a red flag. I'm just joking. Because I got one. It's for outfits, right? You got to make sure the fit looks good, right? But and also try it. Like, I don't know if your man has ever done it, because there's some guys, maybe they haven't tried it. But put the mirror there. Don't ask them, because I'm sure once they see it, like it happening, they're gonna be like, oh shit, it's kind of hot. Right? Because I never did it in front of a mirror. And then like my old house, it had, those sliding doors on the closet, it had mirrors on there. And so like obviously the bed was like kind of close to that, and I could see everything. And so that's why I'm just like, this shit is hot. And before that, I had never done it, because I had never put like because when I had that house, that was my first time moving out, because I had bought the house when I was like, I think 19 or 20. And so that was my first time moving out. And so that was my first time having like my own room, like, and stuff like that, like outside of my parents' house. And so like it had the mirrors, and that shit was hot. And ever since then, I gotta have a mirror in my room. I got one right now. I got one in my room right now. It's for outfits. Okay, you know what I mean? So if you don't have one, get one and just put it there. Don't ask your guy to do it. And if you see he has a mirror, put it there. Don't even tell him anything. And then make sure you get right in front of it, and do your thing. Because trust me, that shit is hot. Especially the different stuff that you can do. Like earlier when I was talking about when the girl was going down, I was laying back. She was doing her thing, and then she reached around and started playing with her. I should call her. Next question. Why do men think being intimate is just considered cheating when there are other ways of cheating as well? What do you consider cheating? So cheating is anything you would not want to do to you. If I would not want whoever I'm with, her messaging other guys, her like flirting with other guys, her being all close and lovey-dovey with another guy. So that means for me, I can't do that either. And of course, there's the cheating stuff too, full on cheating. So if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to them, because if not, that is cheating. If you don't want her talking to another guy, but yet you sit here and message other girls, then you're saying it's okay to do that. Because I'm pretty sure the guy would be like, she's cheating, she's messaging other guys. So there's different ways to do it. Like I said, emotionally cheating. Like I remember, like I talked about it before when I was messaging girls while I was with my ex. And at the time I said it wasn't cheating, but now looking back, I would have been pissed if she was doing it. So of course that's cheating. So now I do say it was cheating. Back then I was like, that's not cheating. But now I do say it's cheating. So there's a lot of ways, and that's the best way to put it, is if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to them. And so just think about it. Would you like her talking to other guys, flirting with other guys, being all lovey-dovey with other guys, commenting on other guys' photos, liking their photos, and just things like that. So just remember that. If you don't want it done to you, don't do it to them, okay? All right, next question. So me and my man have been together for 25 years. We are each other's first and only. In the years, we figured a way to keep it spicy. And then he asked for a threesome several times. I finally said yes, but to another man, hoping he would say never mind. But he agreed. What? I don't know how to go about it. What do you think? Is that bad, girl? He could be one of those dudes that likes to see. I mean, just think about it. You guys can do the Eiffel Tower. They can be like talking to each other while they're like plugging up all the holes. You know, and like there's a. I would question it because I mean everybody to each their own. That's definitely a puffy party. I would not want to include another guy. I'm sorry. Like that's just if you want to include another girl, hell yeah, I'm down. But another guy, I'm good, dog, right? Because it's just awkward. I wouldn't want his thing to touch me or rub up on me. Like, no, absolutely. So, again, if that's your thing and you like it, there's nothing wrong with it. Just because I say I don't like it doesn't mean it's wrong. Okay? If you guys like it, whatever you guys like, go for it. Because there's people who are swingers. And they love doing that, and they're super happy doing it. Nothing wrong, do it. There's other people who wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want to share my girl, but I'm not saying if you guys don't like doing it, then do it, right? So again, if you guys love it, then go for it. Am I gonna do it? No. And if it's something that you don't mind doing, then shit, go for it. But again, you also have to remember, as soon as you open that door, there's no going back, because it's gonna be one time, and then he's gonna be like, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, you know? And then finally he might be like, let's include a girl. We've done it with a guy, you know? So like, where is the line? And once you open, I've talked about it before, once you open that door and you taste all this other stuff out here, it's really hard to go back. It's really hard to close that door. So if it's something that you're not comfortable with either, then don't do it. Don't be forced into something. But just remember, like if you do go for it, it's gonna be real hard. Like where does it stop? You know, and like what else is he gonna want to do? Because I had I think I talked about it. There's a couple who reached out to me, and the girl said that she wanted her man, and they agreed that they would want it to include me. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's just like, yeah, like he wants to include you. Like, would you be down to do it? And I'm like, it's not my thing. I was like, I really don't want to like have no competition or like or anything. Like, it's just weird. And she's like, well, he would just watch then. And I'm just like, that's even more awkward. You know, like it's even more awkward having somebody sitting over there rubbing one out to you, like while you're doing his wife. you know, like that shit is weird. I just still wouldn't feel comfortable because, like, I talked about it before. Like, what if she wants me to slap her and I slap her too hard and he gets pissed? What if I'm destroying the cat better than he does and he gets pissed at me? You know, now it's my problem. That's just, like, weird vibes to me. So I probably wouldn't have another guy on the sideline like that. Now, would I do it like in an open relationship with somebody without the guy there? Probably. You know, like as long as it's like cool with everybody and I was into the girl, I'd be down. But having the guy on the sideline watching is a no for me, dog. Just tell you that. All right, next question. I really enjoy getting slapped, spanked, and when he drinks water and passes it in my mouth from his. Never thought of getting slapped would be such a turn on. Sheesh, girl. She likes to be disrespected. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you love it, shit. Okay, if you like it, I love it. And you should always do stuff that you really enjoy when you're being intimate. And if you like to be only if it's you're being disrespected in the bedroom like that. Hopefully you're not on the street and he just like, hey, you know. But I would just say like, absolutely. And also, fellas, you gotta be careful too. Don't go jump off the top and start calling her names like that. This is slowly, you gotta like figure your partner out, because again, there's some girls who don't like to be disrespected like that. And there's some girls who do, right? And so that's why you don't go out the gate calling her that, because she's gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know? But I'm glad you sent that message just to show other people that's fine. Like, people get freaky. Disrespect. She likes to get disrespected in bed. Nothing wrong with that. And she didn't know she was gonna love it. And the whole passing water back and forth. Why not pass tequila? Why you gotta be water? Did anyone say shots? Okay. Look, like this, I could take a swig of this, and who's trying to, you know what I mean? Because I've done that before. That shit is hot. Okay, like fuck me. I like doing that. Now, am I doing the whole snowballing thing? Fuck no. And for those that don't know what the snowballing is, let me just refresh your memory a little bit. The snowballing is when a guy finishes in the girl's mouth, and then the girl passes it back, and then passes it back to, they just keep passing it back and forth. It's no for me, dog. That definitely no. We're not passing no bodily fluids like that. The only body fluids we're passing is like if I go down on her and get all moisturized down here and then give her a kiss or something like that. Totally cool with that. But us passing the liquid kids back and forth is that's a no for me, dog. I'll tell you that. No Eiffel Tower, definitely no Eiffel Tower, girl. I can do it on my own. We'll do one side of the Eiffel Tower. We'll make an what is that? We'll make an H, right? Definitely not doing no Eiffel Tower. All right, next question. I just wanted to refresh your guys' memory, because it's funny. I went to go. This is how I don't give a fuck, how I talk in front of people. So I went to this event, nothing but millionaires and a few billionaires there, right? So I'm talking to these millionaire dudes, and they're asking what I do, and I was kind of telling them. And then for some reason, fucking snowballing came up, and I explained the whole snowballing. They had a time talking with me. That's what I'm saying. People are comfortable talking. Sometimes it's a little taboo, a little oh, I shouldn't be talking about this. But then once I'm just there fuck, I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want in front of fucking millionaires. Okay, I'm not gonna filter I know when to be professional, and I know when to obviously not say some of these things, But everybody was out having drinks, having a good time. We were just talking, and then I just brought this up, and then it was a time. Everybody around us had a great time with me, the shit that I was saying. Because it's fun to talk about that. So I have no filter, but I know when not to have a filter and when to have a filter. Of course, I'm not going to go to church and be like, yo, y'all know what snowballing is? Or I'm going to talk to the freaking priest or whatever about snowballing. That's a no for me, dog. I got respect for people. So, but I just wanted to throw that out there. But y'all like it when we drink the liquid quids? Absolutely. Absolutely, girl. If I'm better be with a girl that loves to drink the liquid kids. And if you don't, that's a problem. Because, no, you ain't spitting that shit out. I don't like no spitters. How do you feel about the backdoor use with a woman? I like doing it. There's nothing wrong with that. But if she says it's a no then. I'm just never hey, we have to do it. No. I've said it before. It's like a buffet line. A little bit of cat, head action, all this stuff. And if the booty is on the buffet line, I'm going to put some on my plate, girl. For a fact. Facts. I'm going to put some on there. But if she says, hey, on this menu, there's no booty, I'd be like, cool. Nothing wrong with that, girl. I just came on the wrong day. All right, next question. Started seeing an old flame from 16 years ago. I've never been with someone with ED. I tried giving him a head and still limp. He goes limp real quick inside of me, and it's a turn off. Feel bad. I don't know if I could help him. I know it's not me. I'm confident with S, and I know how to play it. Girl, leave that man and his disability. Okay? Leave that man and his disability alone. You just, it's not worth it. He should have came to you all fixed. Whether he's taking some pills for that, whether he's gets checked, his blood work checked to make sure, his S drive is through the roof. He knew this was a problem, and he decided to bring his disability to you. And that now you're struggling. You're struggling. It's going limp on you. It's not staying hard. You can't have any fun. Depending on the person, it's a huge it's an insecurity thing. It could somebody's self-confidence can go down because of it too, because they're they don't find me sexy or anything like that. Do you think that happens with no? Yes and no. Obviously, the older you get, the lower your S drive goes, because your body stops producing testosterone naturally. It goes down. It naturally happens with men. It's gonna happen. If you're a guy in here, it's gonna fucking happen if it hasn't happened. Now, with a lot of these processed foods, a lot of this stuff going around, it happens a lot sooner in people too. And so and it depends on their diet too. So it could happen a lot sooner. Their testosterone level can go down. I know a lot of people who are on TRT because why? Because they went to go check and they saw their test levels are super low, and they're young too. Like I know this dude, he's 28 years old on TRT because he went and checked. He saw that the shit was super low. Guess what? Got on it, and now he's just you know what I mean? Like he's banging everything that walks. No, I'm just joking. But that's why you have to go get checked. You know, and it can happen at any age. It just depends on your body, your diet, your genetics too. Like what happens if you run in a family that like their testosterone just goes super early. So also pay attention to that. And they know they got a disability. So fellas, if you know you have that problem, go get it fixed. They don't play with it. They don't like grab it and they're like, ooh, or they're not like, damn, that thing is small. Wow. No, they don't even look at it. Okay. It's a blood work check. You know, go and then they run some tests on you. That's it. That's literally it. And then they like, hey, you're gonna have to jump on this. Hey, we're gonna have to put you on this. And then that's it. I think a lot of guys think that you go in there, it's like a physical, because when you do a physical, they're just like, obviously they grab the little guys down there and they're like, cough, you know. So it's frustrating when guys know that they have ED and don't. Absolutely, they show up with a disability thinking that shit's gonna get fixed for some reason. All right, so next question. My dirty little kink is I love to feel a man's body shake as I lick and kiss his inner thighs, his stomach to his chest, nipples, his neck, his lips, and working my way back down just to look up at him. I take every inch as his big, real deep in my mouth, and his tetas are all pressed against his balls. Girl. Nothing wrong with that, girl. Nothing wrong with that. See, I love it when girls pay attention to details. Kissing here, kissing there, kissing. And sometimes, fellas, you guys just let them do their thing for a little bit too. Because there's a lot of guys who just like want to put it in her right away or like put it in her mouth right away. No, let her do her thing. Let her take you for this ride. You know, just sit back, relax, and let her take you for this ride. And you should do the same to the girl too. Like take her for a ride. Like don't just like go like first thing you want to do is just slide it in and that's it. Or just like go like kiss her here. There's a lot of places that are just gonna make that thing just start waterfalling. Okay, you know if you do it right, you're gonna have to go in there with a life jacket. You know, a life jacket, maybe some floaties, because that thing is gonna get wet, right? So fellas, if she's doing stuff like that, let her take you for a ride. I'm guarantee you'll enjoy it. You know, and then also remember you got to take the girl for a ride too. You got to do some things to her too. Okay, not just going down, not just sliding your finger in it, not just like there's other things, kissing here, kissing there, like pulling here, grabbing this, different stuff like that, right? So the goal should be making waterfalls. Next question. Oh, hold on. Let me see. How many do I? Damn, I still had a lot. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, pretty good. Decent. All right, next question. I'm having intrusive thoughts on leaving a healthy marriage. He's a great father, good provider, and husband. However, I just want to live life while he is just existing. He has no plans to travel, see the world, or experience new things. I don't want to die with regrets and resenting him thoughts. Girl, if that's how you feel and you've explained this to him and he's super complacent, it's time to move on, girl. It's time to move on, because I wouldn't want somebody who also holds me back. No, absolutely not, because they're just gonna, and then later on you are gonna live with those regrets. Talk to an older person and you ask them what is your like biggest regrets, and a lot of them say like do stuff that you wanted to do. Don't wait, just go and do it, because you're gonna get to their age where they can't do it anymore, or it's a lot more difficult to do it anymore. And so like you want to get to that age and be like, damn, I wish I would have done this. I wish I went here. I wish I would have done this. And if he doesn't want to do it with you, and like you've communicated with him, maybe even done some counseling, girl, that person is not for you. You just maybe grown apart. Yeah, he can be a great dad. He can be a great partner other than that. But he's not the right partner, because he doesn't match that, Again, that's why I said like I love to experience life. I want somebody who wants to experience life too, meaning like that wants to do stuff like that. If you don't want to do stuff like that ain't me, you know. Like there's some people, like I'm not the partier type. I go out every now and then, but there's people who are like want to party every weekend. No, I'm more like, hey, let's go do something, you know, let's go do this, let's go do that. Like I like to do that type of experience life. Like that's how I like. That's why I bought the e-bikes, because I want to go like to say to Phoenix, just draw like go somewhere and then just mob around, you know, and do some fun shit, you know, explore. Like that's fun to me, you know. And I would want somebody to be like, yeah, let's go do that. Instead of being like, it's gonna be hot. Like, why do we gotta go on the bike? And if you tell me shit like that, guess what? You ain't the one for me. If you're like, oh, like if I say something last minute too, like I'm always like a last minute person. Oh shit, like we should go over here, and they're like, hell yeah, let's do it. That's my type of person. Of course, like if they got kids or something like, and we got to make arrangements, but they're willing to do it. Like that's my type of person. Someone who just like, I don't know, like it's gonna be hot, like it's gonna this. I'm just like, that's not my person. Because I'm more of a just a random, like I do shit out of nowhere, like last minute. So that's what I'm saying. Like if they're not matching that type of energy, it might be time to go. You know, it might be time to go. And this is why you have to have that conversation with them, because you need to tell them what you want, what you're looking for. And if they can't give it to you, how much more time are you going to spend with this person? You know, you're going to wait until you can't do these things that you've wanted to do anymore? Like, again, if you want a real eye opener, go talk to somebody who's like a lot older, that's, you know, and you're going to ask them, be like, hey, like, do you have any regrets in life? And they'll tell you like they wish they would have done a lot more before they got older. So, Naughty Science, absolutely. For those that missed out, my new store, Naughty Science, it's opening May 1st. It's a bunch of science tools, and if you sign up on the website with your email right before it opens, guess what? You get it. Excuse me. I'm gonna do a discount code just for the people who signed up. So right before it opens, you're going to get a discount code to go buy some science tools. That way you can have some science experiments and you guys can give me feedback. Of course, I'm going to get some samples. That way I can do my own tests and experiments, you know, use them, see the quality and the, you know what I mean? So it's a store. Yeah, absolutely. It's a store. Freaks for Edgar. And there's my favorite. I put a lot of restraints on there, you know, because that's my thing. Like I like to make sure the girl can't move, and I like to do my thing, right? So if that's what you're into, and again, the reason why I wanted to do it too is I want guys to be comfortable to be able to purchase this type of stuff, because some guys don't like to. They feel weird about it. You take them to a store like that has some of this stuff, and they're just like kind of like, can we go? Right? They're all weirded about it. But if they see another man, alpha male, dominant man, is like, hey, it's okay to buy this, bro. Like, you want to tie her up? Use these ones right here. She ain't moving. You know, stuff like that. So, do you have? Of course. And we got a bunch of them. There's some that like go behind the back that you can't move. I'll tell you that right now. You'll see. May 1st. There's some things that I'm also trying to add, still applying, like still a lot of stuff on the back end that I'm trying to do before I actually open it. That's why like I announced it so you guys can go and like sign up for the website and then get qualified to get the discount code. But there's a lot of stuff in the back end that I'm doing that's why it's giving me time to make sure everything works perfectly. Like there's samples that I ordered too from the website, because I want to see the process of everything, like from when it gets ordered, shipped, and like if there's any bugs anywhere, because I don't want you guys to have like issues. Like if you guys buy stuff, like I don't want it to be like, oh, like this is not fulfilling here, or this ain't doing here, you know, like stuff like that. So, all right, I'm gonna do one more question in the back end. I'm gonna do one more question, and then I'm gonna answer the rest next week. Okay. Send me samples. How do I ask a guy to be my sneaking link? I know he's attracted to me, but doesn't make a move. I think is you just ask him if they want to have fun, straight up. Like, if he's not making a move, and then it could be that there's a reason why he's not making a move. You know, are you sure he's not in a relationship? Are you sure he's not married? You know, is that maybe why? Or maybe he just doesn't know that that's what you're looking for. And sometimes it's just tell him that you're trying to be like, hey, like I'm just looking for somebody to have fun. Maybe even flirt with him a little bit, see if he flirts back. I don't know if you guys are talking or anything. Kind of make it a little flirty. Maybe send him a message on IG. Like be a little flirty with him, and then just see where it goes from there. And then tell him straight up what you're looking for. You know, because that's how you're gonna. Because maybe they'll tell you too, like, hey, I'm just looking to have fun. And then guess what? You're just like, hell yeah. But there's no right or wrong way to get a sneaky link. You know, like you just got to start talking somewhere. There's no like, hey, send them this message, send them this message, and then send them this message, and you're golden, right? No, you just got, because a sneaky link could be somebody like maybe you've been wanting to date, maybe you've seen them around, maybe they're where you get coffee. You know, like you just have to have a conversation with them and then just see where it goes. That's what I would do. Like, granted, it's a little different for guys to get a sneaky link. You can't just tell a girl, be like, yo, I'm just looking to have fun. And they'll be like, get the fuck away from me. It's a little easier for girls to get a sneaky link. Let's just be honest, right? So just talk to them. I think that's the best thing you could do. It's like, hey, I'm just looking to have fun. I'd be like, cool. Like, let's just have fun. So, but anyways, thank you guys. Make sure you guys check out the podcast episode that came out on Monday. It's the 10 reasons why dating in 2025 sucks. Go sign up for the Naughty Science website. Link is in the bio. You'll definitely see it there. If you sign up right before I open the store, May 1st, you're going to get a discount code that you can use on the website, and you're going to save some money. That way you can get some science tools, you know, to be using them. And I'll show you the ones that I'm going to be getting and I'm going to be testing out. You know, some restraints. I love those. You know, I love those. So anyways, thank you guys. This whole stream is going to go up on YouTube. So if you guys missed most of it or you guys missed your question, it's probably going to be over there. So definitely go check it out. And I'll do bonus lives. When I do bonus lives, I do them over on TikTok. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, definitely go follow me over there. Just because that's where I do. It's a lot easier for me. Okay. So anyways, thank you guys. And I will see you guys here soon, hopefully.